Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the Infinity Vision platform. Right now I'll be doing one such question that came in your JEE Main examination. This question came on 27th August 2021 in shift 2. So let us see this question first. Question says, two disks having moment of inertia I1 and I2 about their respective axis perpendicular to plane and passing through the center. So that means you have been given two disks, its moment of inertia is I1 and second moment of inertia is I2. ठीक है, about its perpendicular axis. So they are rotating with an angular speed of omega 1 and omega 2 respectively, and are brought into contact face to face with their axis of rotation coaxial. So that means they are just like this. They have been put upon one another, so that its moment of inertia is I1 plus I2. Okay. So now the loss of kinetic energy of the system in the process is, so that means once it has been put over there, so they have been put together, its angular speed, let it be omega, so that means its total energy must be less as compared to the combination of these two. So we can easily apply because external torque hasn't been provided, so that means we can apply the conservation of angular momentum over here. So the angular momentum of the system before and angular momentum of the system after is also equal. So angular momentum of the system before is I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2. This must be equal to angular momentum of the system afterwards. So it would be equal to I1 plus I2 into omega. So eventually omega comes out to be I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2 divided by I1 plus I2. So this is the angular velocity with which these two setup will move. Okay. Now one more thing is given to you. That means the energy has been lost. So that means the total kinetic energy before is greater than the total kinetic energy after. So we know that the total kinetic energy before is half I omega square plus half I2 omega 2 whole square. So this is the energy which is greater than the kinetic energy of the system over there. So it would be equal to half I1 plus I2. This is the system's moment of inertia into omega square. So this energy is greater than this much of energy. So you have to find out the loss in its kinetic energy. So kinetic and the loss in its kinetic energy would be equivalent to half I1 omega 1 plus half I2 omega 2 whole square minus of half I1 plus I2 into omega square. So you need to find out the expression of this. So let me just delete it so that we can further solve this expression. So this expression is a loss in the kinetic energy. So it is equivalent to half I1 omega 1 whole square plus half I2 omega 2 whole square minus of half I1 plus I2 into omega square. Omega square comes out to be I1 omega 1 plus I2 omega 2 whole square divided by I1 plus I2 whole square. So you can easily cut it down like this. So this expression would be equivalent to half of I1 omega 1 whole square plus I2 omega 2 whole square plus twice I1 I2 omega 1 omega 2. So this is expression which is above, and below it is I1 plus I2. Okay, again further we have to solve this expression in order to get our net result. So this half can easily be the half expression from all these term can easily come out. So eventually what you'll be getting is, you'll be getting this expression as half can come out. So this would go and you have to multiply this expression with this, so it would be equivalent to I1 whole square, or you can say I1 omega 1 whole square plus this would also be multiplied by the second expression, so it would be equal to I1 I2 and omega 1 whole square plus this term would also be multiplied by this term, so you'll be getting as I2 omega 2 whole square plus this would multiply over with the second term, so it would be I1 I2 omega 2 whole square. So this is the expression we are getting. Again, in the second expression, because you have taken the LCM of it, so it would be I1 plus I2 at the denominator, and in the numerator this expression would also come. So this would be equal to negative of I1 omega 1 whole square negative of I2 omega 2 whole square, again minus of 2 I1 I2 omega 1 omega 2. Okay, so this expression we can easily cancel out. Again, this expression we can easily cancel out. Again, furthermost we'll be solving the expression. So let me just delete it so that we can again solve this expression. This expression is somewhat lengthier, but it is quite easier. Okay, so I1 I2 from all these expressions we can take it out. So again I1 and I2, if I'll take it out, and in the denominator you will be having 2 into I1 plus I2. So inside you will be getting as omega 1 whole square plus omega 2 whole square minus of twice omega 1 omega 2. So this is the value, that expression that you are getting. So it would be I1 I2 by 2 I1 plus I2, and this expression will come out to be as omega 1 minus omega 2 whole square. So this is the final answer that we are getting. So that you can easily check out from the 4 expressions which expression is coming out to be true. So the third option is the correct option that we are getting. Okay, this expression, this question is somewhat lengthier, but it is quite easier. Okay, so I hope this question